changing trains at Sheffield again. You can see the link to the other video of when I was here briefly before, but you'll find maps all over the place. So next to the timetable there's a map of the area around Sheffield Station, and if you come in closely you can see on that map there you got the copyright, and that is contains Ordnance Survey data, which is normally very good, Crown copyright, but also OpenStreetMap data. So these maps here, they've been made with the help of my surveying, and if you contribute to OpenStreetMap, that's you getting credited there as well. So always interesting to see OpenStreetMap in use in places you don't expect. After changing trains at Sheffield, I then went to Nottingham. I've got a lot of mapping memories here and mapping stories. The most memorable, I suppose, is back about 10 years ago when I was mapping Durham from scratch. We couldn't copy Bing aerial imagery like you see me using. We didn't have permission. We did have permission to copy Yahoo aerial imagery, but the resolution wasn't very good. So in Durham that meant it was unusable. I could only see a grey blur instead of a green blur to know where the city was. In Nottingham you could trace the city centre, the roads, and out where my family live in Mapley, it was kind of the extent of where the resolution was enough. So I traced the roads, but they kind of just went as far as the imagery allowed and then suddenly stopped. I'll recreate. This is what it looked like. Not ideal. The buildings weren't even there because we didn't have enough detail in the imagery to trace them. But I've since been back. I've mapped the roads better. I've done some of the house names, but actually all these house numbers and building outlines is thanks to a mapper called Alex, who does amazing detail in Mapley, and also writes a blog post about some of the things he finds and sees in the area. So when I was here on this recent trip, I found a few substations to map that were missing. I went to some shops on Colton Hill, and this was the bounds of how far Alex had got mapping. I think OSM and was showing me an old version of the map because I thought there would be all these shops to map, but it seems Alex has already done those, even on the south side of the road. So there's just a couple I noticed were out of date since his mapping, so I've updated those. But it's good work. I'll put the link to Alex's OpenStreetMap blog, so you can read that. And I might have to venture further south to do some mapping next time I'm here. But that's no problem. It's a nice place, and it was nice to see the row of shops there and the garden for the visually impaired that I mapped a few benches of.